Remember to comment below if you want more videos about one specific topic, and do single quote forget to subscribe to the channel.
Tips for sharing relevant, interesting and valuable content. Once you have your own website or blog, it can be very difficult to come up with fresh content to keep your readership happy. However, there are a number of techniques that can help you maintain an up-to-date and vibrant online presence so that your target audience will keep coming back for more. Know your niche. If you are working as a freelancer or service provider, chances are you have specialized in a particular area, also referred to as a niche or topic. Some of the most popular topics for content online include health, finance, and self-help. No matter which niche you are working in, you need to show what you know in your field or industry by producing great content that demonstrates your expertise. However, it can be really tough to write from scratch all the time and still run your business successfully. Fortunately, there are a number of shortcuts to getting great content. One of them is to share interesting, relevant and valuable content with your target audience through what is known as content curation. What is content curation? Content curation is a means of sharing great content at your website without having to write it from scratch yourself. There are automated services that you can plug into your site, such as taboola.com or outbrain.com, which will post interesting articles on your site in the location of your choice, usually under content you have published. If you've ever visited the Weather Channel or popular entertainment sites, chances are you have seen this form of content curation. Do-it-yourself content curation. Taboola and Outbrain are easy to use and can become an additional stream of income for your website, but if you want to impress the people in your niche, sharing the latest news with them is a sure way to impress. Curating yourself will take some time, but if you're a smart business owner, you are probably already reading a number of articles per day that are related to your area of interest. You probably have several favorite blogs, news sites, and niche-related sites you visit regularly. Chances are your busy audience might not have seen some of this content, so why not share? Think like an editor. When you are planning content for your site, make a list of the most important topics that should be covered. Then add newsworthy items. There is a lot of content being produced by many different websites that can cover these topics. Share it in order to keep your audience well informed. Aim for the top writers and sites in your niche or industry. By sharing this type of content, you are showing that you are well read in your field. Add value to your curated content. Some people just put up a link to the content and leave it at that. However, the best way to curate is to add value to the content by discussing it briefly. For example, a 100-word introduction to the content and link, and why you believe it to be important, also helps to demonstrate your expertise. For longer articles, you might create a summary of what you feel are the main takeaway messages contained within it. This will help your audience find the kind of information they need, and will also impress them with how much you know. If you've been struggling to feed the beast and keep your website or blog going with fresh, interesting content, consider sharing content that you love with your target audience, and see how much your traffic will improve.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's a